Warm greetings to all IBA colleagues and friends from me, Stephen Macliver, here at home in lockdown in Sydney, Australia. With Australia having endured some of the worst bushfires in memory over its most recent summer, COVID-19 then arrived in January. In response to the emerging crisis, the Commonwealth and all the state governments came together to form a working national cabinet. To contain the spread of the virus, social distancing rules were introduced. The gathering of people prohibited. Non-essential services were closed across the country, and our borders were also closed, including between the majority of the states. Our cities, towns and public places across the country emptied and fell eerily quiet. Financially, a historic $320 billion of fiscal measures was committed to support our health system and economy, accompanied by some of the highest rates of COVID-19 testing and contact tracing in the world. As a result, and with the cooperation of all Australians, the worst of the pandemic peaked in March. Now, in early May, the current rates of infection are some of the lowest in the world, with restrictions being cautiously and progressively eased. Whilst Australia has avoided the devastating impact experienced in other countries, it has not escaped the health, economic and personal consequences of this pandemic. Nearly 100 lives have been lost. The human cost is unprecedented, with unemployment predicted to rise from 5% to at least 10%, and perhaps as high as 15%. Businesses are struggling and many have been forced to close. And, like elsewhere in the world, our stock market and currency has fallen substantially. For the legal profession, the courts have vacated or are proceeding with listings by remote access technology. Refinancing and insolvency is on the rise, and 75% of the legal profession is experiencing a hit to their business. As for the future, the main concern with the relaxation of restrictions is complacency giving rise to a second wave of infection, especially as Australia enters its winter flu season. Other emerging concerns here include potential human rights and privacy issues arising out of the COVID-19 tracking app the government is encouraging all Australians to download, the mental health and well-being of people, the potential rise in the incidence of domestic violence, and internationally, the disturbing sign that COVID-19 is being used to undermine the rule of law. I encourage you all to stay positive. We will all come through this. Keep well, stay safe, and I look forward to the opportunity in the near future when we can all meet again.